Go on.
Hello, welcome to MCFC9320 Group. Hello, gang. How are we?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, thank you.
Welcome, Stan. We're not seeing you for a few weeks, pal.
Yeah, for a few months probably, since the last game against Chelsea, I think.
Oh, is that an omen then?
Yeah, it was in September.
That could be an omen for the Chelsea game coming up.
Yeah.
I'll take a bit of that. So anyway, lots to talk about really. We beat Brentford. You know, there was a little game yesterday. Oh, but before we go on, currently as we're on air now, you know, the happy couple are back en route. That's Riz and Alex. After the how can we call it, the elope, yes. So yeah, great to see him in the, you know, the traditional Gambian gear, isn't it, Anne-Marie?
Certainly is. I'm just waiting for the next photo with the baby on as well. That'll make a perfect photo.
So did you have a dress like that when you and Derek got married recently?
Kilts, yeah, because we were in Gretna, weren't we?
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be back for the next show anyway. Yeah, congratulations to them. So let's get straight into the game yesterday. Was we rubbish? Was we okay? Were Arsenal really good? Stan?
Partially all of these things, I think. I mean, Arsenal played pretty well in the first half, of course. We didn't cope with the game, and I think it was a normal due to the intense schedule from the last week. They didn't play, I think, after Boxing Day, and I expected to be a little bit.
It was nervy, wasn't it? A little bit, you know.
Like, yeah, and I don't know, but I had the feeling that Arsenal players really wanted to tackle us pretty hard every ball, and I mean, it was pretty intense. The first half we made some mistakes, and the penalty issue not given in the first half. Then the second half, I thought we played a little bit better, and we had some luck with the equalizer. It was a clear penalty to me, but it was with the gratitude of Granit Xhaka. Otherwise,
he's a right maddy thing. You need John. Was it a penalty for them, or was it a good save by Eddie?
It was actually a foul on Edison. If you look at it
on his ankle.
Yeah, on his ankle. If you look at it closely, you'll see that
straight over him.
Yep, straight over him, and he actually, because Edison actually grabbed his ankle.
Yeah.
At the time, because it must have hurt him, and Edison didn't actually get the ball because he stamped on his ankle.
I thought it was a foul to us.
It was a foul to us.
See, how come nobody's mentioned that?
They have actually. There's an Arsenal fan on Twitter that's actually mentioned it.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Arsenal fan. They haven't, do they?
Yeah.
I've seen him on Arsenal TV.
Oh, them ones are idiots. Absolute idiots. I put a tweet out earlier saying how do Arsenal fans actually call, because that was the perfect game for Arsenal fan TV. That had made a load of money out of that.
Oh, absolutely, mate. I just thought the game overall, even though I think we had 70% possession, which you'd expect from us. Although everyone's saying Arsenal were unlucky not to win, if you look at it, didn't have advantage on us on shots on goal, possession.
We had
corners.
15 shots, they had 7.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a little bit of a
Both had 2 on target.
bit of a.
I think they had more clear-cut chances than we did. In fairness, I honestly do, because if you look at the one where Martinelli, where Ake cleared off the line and Martinelli hit the post.
No, but you talk about the clearance from Ake, Anne-Marie. Hang on a minute, that was a great header from Laporte.
That was what's his name? Remember they had a back in QPR game?
Pollock.
No,
No.
QPR game. Lescott-esque that was, weren't it?
Yeah. But
It was more like Nastasic and Joe Hart against the one game versus
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea, I think, yeah, and they scored.
But the way I see it, they're moaning about penalties, VAR, this, that, and the other. I'm not bothered. We've got 3 points.
Yeah.
And after the game today, the Chelsea at Liverpool match, 2-2. Now Salah will be gone, Keita will be gone, Mane, who should have been sent off today, by the way.
Yeah, should.
So he'll be gone. Mendy. Well, our Mendy's already gone. However, and you've got to look at Lukaku. Doesn't look as if he's going to get back into the Chelsea team anytime soon. So it's all we're losing. Well, I say all is Mahrez, really. Which we can cope with one player gone. So it's all good, really. All we've got to do is just keep our head down, carry on winning, and it is down to us. It's down to us to lose now, Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
I think it is. I would agree with you, Andy. But what I will say is that yesterday it was evident that we played every single game over Christmas, unlike most of the Premier League. We haven't had a game cancelled.
That's a great shout. That is a great shout, because you've got everybody's more or less had games off with COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, so as I say, we've got a nice break now with the FA Cup tie on Friday, I believe.
Friday night, yeah.
Live on ITV.
TV.
Live on ITV, and then that takes us to the Chelsea match a week on Saturday.
Yeah, on
Which
the 15th.
Which I'm going to miss.
Why?
Well, you will go on holidays.
Tenerife.
You
Where do
don't
you
book
sit?
a holiday till you see the fixtures, Andy.
They changed it.
Where do you sit?
On my bum. Where do you sit?
On a chair.
Oh, you won't be carry on, sunshine. I sit in the family stand in a very, very nice nice seat.
Level 2, level 1.
Level 2, right at the front, right in the middle of the goal.
That's no good for me then.
No.
I was
No
going
good.
to take it for my daughter.
Yeah, you're normally in the seats, aren't you? There's no big screen up there, John. It's no good to you, then, So yesterday.
Match a day the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, Courtney was on it, front and centre, right beginning.
Yeah, I saw somebody over the past couple of days singing a Yaya song as well with his daughter.
Yeah.
And Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Any idea who that is, John?
No.
No.
Probably me.
Might make an appearance one day, that.
Oh yeah, too right.
So yesterday, what was pleasing for me was right at the end, Rodri. We never ever give up, and that is the sign of champions. I think any other team, or nearly every other team, would have gone, a draw when we've not been playing at our best. We've had a lot of games. We'll take a draw, but
To be honest with you, Arsenal played really well the first half, and we couldn't cope with them. But things went our way.
in what way?
The way the VAR should work, because they went the way that it should have gone, and it was right. All the decisions VAR made were right. The only other one that we should have had a penalty in second half on Jesus, and he got dragged down.
Yes.
But the second half, I know they went down to 10 men.
They lost their heads.
But they did. They lost their heads, and we were very clever in the second half how we played it.
And you see the cheating sods as well, trying to scuff the penalty spot up.
Yep.
You know that's disgusting. That.
Yeah.
But Mahrez, to his credit, just rolled it to the front of the penalty spot and banged it away. Their keeper wasn't very complimentary about City afterwards, or VAR as well. Ramsdale.
Well, you mentioned to him about scuffing this penalty spot up because he tried it as well, didn't he?
He did.
And he looked a bit sheepish on the interview.
Yeah, so, they need to start looking at themselves. Arsenal fans are just, I'll say it, Arsenal fans, you're quite comical, really.
Gabriel didn't get a yellow card for scuffing the spot, though.
No, it was actually for giving
dissent. Yeah.
And then that bit of an assault on Gab.
Yeah.
2 yellows. I don't know.
Clothesline. Took him out totally.
It was good to see Rodri back yesterday, not just for the goal, but also his presence.
Yeah.
It was immense, yes.
Yeah.
And for me, he was the man of the match alongside with Ake. Although the first half he didn't play so well, but no one almost played well in the first half. But in the second half, Ake really played well, and I think that it used him best at left back. I think because at center half we have more people there. Laporte made a stupid mistake, but I think that he's still one of the best center half. So,
if you listen to the rumours, Stan, he's going to be going to Barcelona
in the summer
with Frankie De Jong heading our way. Now, I could actually see that happening because we're in need of that type of midfielder, especially if Fernandinho goes. Because Pep said something. I don't know if any of you's caught Pep's interview when he was asked about who was he asked about? Ferran Torres. He actually said there's 3 or 4 who want to leave City, but until somebody comes in for them, they stay in put. Anyone catch that?
No.
Didn't notice that.
Well, yeah, I read about it, but anyway, Bernardo Silva wanted to leave the summer as well, but at the end he stayed. So it depends. Until the summer, there is plenty of time. So I don't know.
Is Bernardo Silva the biggest wind-up merchant in football?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he is.
He is absolutely brilliant, honestly.
Though, he stayed out of that huddle yesterday because he knows he would have got squashed.
It was like he was playing better when he was being booed. Why was he being booed? Was it a penalty?
Yeah, it was a penalty. That's why they were booing him, though. It was a clear penalty.
Yeah.
Just because he went down like somebody we know who plays for Liverpool goes down all the time.
Yeah, but so what part of it was a penalty? The knee or the shirt or both?
The shirt.
Combined.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard one actual commentary of Michael Owen, which almost no one is happening, but he was actually right because all combined, putting his leg and pulling the shirt combined was actually a clear penalty. So even Dion Dublin, Gary Lineker, and Ian Wright accepted that it was a penalty. So I don't know.
I was going to say that about Ian Wright. He's the most staunch Arsenal fan. He's so passionate about Arsenal. But even he said both decisions were correct by Stuart Atwell.
Well, according to BT Sport, we're paying the referees off and everything, aren't we?
BT,
But you have to switch them off. Because in the first half, Keown was laughing and making light of everything. And in the second half, he turned into a whiny, moaning so-and-so.
Big baby.
Yeah.
Did any of you clock my tweet regarding BT Sport yesterday? No?
No, can't say I did, Andy.
This is what I put because it was actually doing me head in. Dear BT Sport, we know Arteta is at home with COVID, so you don't have to keep showing the caption of his translator on the screen every 2 minutes. P.S. Your commentary is worse than Sky, and that's saying something. Arteta at home with COVID. Why did it bottom left on the screen every 2 minutes? It was showing his little with his earbuds in. You know.
Did you do the same today for Liverpool? I don't know because I didn't really watch.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Because obviously Klopp wasn't there today, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, obviously we wish Jurgen Klopp all the best. No, seriously though, it was really doing me in. I think Sky is Martin Tyler does my head in. Here's where I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. He apps everything Martin Tyler says. He has a little giggle about it. But BT Sport, Christ on a bike, McManaman, Keown, they have got to be. They've got to be two of the worst ever.
It's a family show.
I know, but they're just absolutely shocking, John. And they really
gets you that way. I know he does.
The level of biasness is frightening. They just will not be happy until we lose.
And at one point yesterday, Martin Keown referred to Arsenal as we.
Dan, you don't need to worry about this, do you? You don't hear none of this.
Does if he's got a dodgy box.
No, they get the streams over there.
Did you guys saw the Arsenal fan TV?
What, saying about the world-class team?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was laughing all the way. Oh, it was unbelievable. They're so
deluded, totally deluded.
Yeah.
And that's been quite all right.
But that's the kind of reaction Arsenal Fan TV want because it makes them more money.
Yep. Because Robbie, the guy who does it, is a well-known media-driven.
Yeah.
With propaganda, you name it, he's in it for that.
And any true Arsenal fan will tell you they hate him.
Do you remember Blue Moon Rising TV?
Yeah.
It's actually the same company apparently. Because although it's fan TV, it's not. They was ploughing money into it to give all this rubbish. Yeah. How long did Blue Moon Rising TV last?
Well, they was owned by Reds, weren't they?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they're in it to make money, cause a load of unrest, and thankfully, City fans seen through that anyway.
Yeah.
So, with regards to the match yesterday, 10 points clear. I'd have settled for that. I'd have started after about 6-7 games, Anne-Marie.
2 right.
That was short.
If you look at the run we've gone on in December, it's amazing again.
11 Premier League wins on the trot.
And I think we just seem to be getting better and better.
But haven't we got 40 players in our squad? According to the media.
40 players?
Yeah.
That's why we have 2 keepers on the bench, mate.
Yeah.
That's so we can
We've got one of the smallest squads in the Premier League.
And one of the hardest working. You know, people go on about City buying this, buying that. One thing you can't buy, and that is the work rate. You know what's instilled into him. Little Bernardo Silva, you know, he chases pigeons and everything. You know, it just does not stop, and the work ethic is like that. Have you seen the recent documentaries where the players are giving speeches and stuff like that, where you know work hard for each other. You know, we've got to be there for each other. You know, I can't see many Premier League teams having that sort of drive and passion who want to work hard for each other. Because as they say, hard work first, and then your class will tell. And that's exactly the way City go about it.
Well, look at Arsenal. Look at Chelsea. They've got a bit of unrest now in the dressing rooms because of players. And
Yeah.
you don't have that whatsoever.
No, and you can look at Liverpool. You can look at Liverpool there as well. The players they're going to lose. So, touch wood. I think that gap will increase massively.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay. Liverpool having a game in hand. I'd rather have the points on the board every day, Stan.
Yeah, sure. I just hope we can secure our title until the end of February, so we can focus. We can focus on Champions League and FA Cup as well. So we'll see.
I'm not fussed. Everyone knows I'm not fussed about the Champions League. It's a bit.
Well, we have to win it at least once.
Why? Why have we got to?
Because of many reasons. I know that you English
You English?
people don't like the Champions League, but we have to win it because we can.
It's a status thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
no one classes as a great team.
It's
until
like a
we win it.
statement that if we win it, we can call ourselves one of the greatest teams. Because otherwise, it's not like it's an European club status for the greatest teams. So if you don't win it, it's a bit.
I know what Andy's problem is with it, and that's because the Premier League is so much harder to win than the Champions
Yeah.
League.
I know.
And basically, he'd rather win the Premier League all the time, wouldn't you, Andy?
Absolutely. That's the.
But-
I would much rather us win the Premier League every single year.
We do need that Champions League.
You don't need it.
We do.
Don't.
We do because
We do,
It'll
because
stop
until we win
everybody-
it, it's like a stick they've got to beat us with.
yeah, of course it is. Oh, you Champions League, you'll never sing that. You know what I mean?
But if they beat us with a stick, I'm not bothered. I actually quite like being hated by every other club now. Do you? No. What's your stance on that? John. Everyone hates us. I don't care.
You'd be surprised. Not everybody hates us. The top teams hate us. The lower ones don't. The media hate us.
See,
I don't like that.
when you say lower ones don't hate us, I thought
Yeah.
United did hate us.
Well, yeah, I suppose their class is a lower club now, aren't they?
Yeah.
How many points behind are they? 22?
Oh, they're so last year.
Now,
So it's-
Relegation for them, mate.
Yeah, so I don't mind being hated by most other clubs and stuff like that now, because we've got something to back it up.
The only thing I wish the club would do is get a bigger backbone and stand up to a few of these media.
yeah,
But
that's what I
the
wish
way,
as well.
the way the club look at it is any public stuff that goes on is all advertising for them. So even bad media is still media.
I would kick their backsides out of
yeah.
the Etihad. I would not even let them in the Etihad, because you know something? It sounds arrogant, this, but we're more powerful than little Joe Blogs journalist who
Well,
just.
look at the way old Whiskey Nose used to deal with them. Same way. He used to ban them from the press conferences and everything.
Yeah,
They've got to do something about it to turn it round.
So going forward now, we've got a nice FA Cup tie against. That's a bit Busby-esque, that, but Summer BS. Sorry.
Yeah,
Swindon. I've not been there for many years. Last time I was there was in the league, John.
That was a long time ago.
I know, but they're the memories of a City fan.
Yeah, of course they are.
Saying that,
And the thing is,
2008 you started becoming a Blue anyway, so it doesn't matter.
oh yeah, too right. And we all.
No, but it's a nice little romantic cup tie. That. Who would you be putting out in that one? Considering, I know it's an old thing at players are tired, but we did genuinely look a little bit tired yesterday. So would you freshen it up with a few of the kids?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would. I would put
Yeah, but then I'd
Palmer,
give the likes of Walker a run out. Zinchenko.
Zinchenko is still with COVID, I think.
Well, none of them have actually been confirmed as having COVID, have they?
No, the club won't do it.
I think Walker does need to get a couple of games now because of the traumatic the traumatic time that he's been through. You know, losing his best mate and stuff. Let's get him back playing and hopefully take a bit of the focus off him. I'd bring Walker in. What's happened to Stones? Is he injured?
Yeah. Stones is injured.
I think Zach Steffen's a sure starter. Grealish, Foden. You know, will Foden get back into the squad? Because there seems something there with Foden, don't there?
I read that he has COVID, but I'm not sure.
Apparently, we've got 3 players with COVID. But the club won't announce it because they're saying that the players' medical stuff is private. So why should they announce it?
Yeah.
So here's one for you. If Foden has got COVID, rewind a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, him and Grealish out. You can understand the Pep's frustration, can't you?
Oh yeah, of course you can.
I'd say there's a certain amount of frustration with John Stones as well, because from what I gather, his girlfriend's a complete anti-vaxxer. So it makes me think Stones hasn't had the vaccines.
Does she not dust either?
Probably not.
No, is she an anti-vaxxer?
Where's that tumbleweed?
I know. There, thankfully.
Better look in that.
So you know something? I'm a believer in everybody's going to get COVID. You just hope that people are not really poorly with it. You know, like some have been.
Yeah.
But Stone,
I was.
I nearly died on New Year's Day last year, didn't I?
Yeah.
I nearly was gone. I wouldn't have been here talking rubbish now.
I had it in January. I was on my back for 2 weeks, but I've still had the vaccine. I don't know what's in it. But people, when they used to go on holiday to Africa and things like that, oh, you need to get your jabs before you went. I had no problem getting them. They don't know what was in them.
True story,
Yeah,
mate.
but it's not mandatory. I mean, it's a different story with this so-called vaccine. I don't know. I'm not getting any vaccine.
Come on, Professor Stan. Come on, enlighten us.
I don't want to argue with anyone. Whoever
Come on,
wants
Stan.
to make vaccinations, it's your choice, but don't do it mandatory, because this is fascism to me.
Oh, I'm going to sit back and get the popcorn. Is that right, John? Do you agree?
Yeah. I don't see why you should make it mandatory.
No, seriously though. For me, people should be allowed to do what they want. If they want it, they want it. If they don't. You know.
But they're not making it mandatory, but they are making it harder for people who've not had it.
It's coercing. I mean, you're not allowed to work. You're not allowed to go to football games, to theaters, to bars. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you just
If it's taking all that away, I'll have one. I'll have a jab every week.
you're allowed to go, but you've just got to test beforehand.
Yeah,
But it's still. And if I don't want to make some tests, what then?
You can't
I
go.
think-
Simple as.
you won't have as much fun as me.
Well, I've been testing every day since before Christmas, because my brother-in-law got was tested negative Christmas Day when we were with him, and then Boxing Day tested positive, and then 2 days ago my niece has tested positive, and it's the second time for both of them.
Yep. Well, as I say, Arteta, he's he wasn't there yesterday because he's got COVID yet again.
But even if you tested positive, that doesn't mean that you're sick, but automatically. I mean, many people can be positive but not ill. So
I know, but Stan, from my point of view, I'm looking at it as I live at home with my dad at 81, and I don't want him getting it.
I agree. I mean, if you're scared, you just don't.
Right. Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward. So Swindon, nice young vibrant team, John.
Yep. Palmer should start.
I think Cakey will start.
Yeah, I think Cakey might start. I think he might actually go for a weird system where it's a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And do you know what happened with Liam Delap? Is he still?
That's a great question, that Stan.
He's actually near enough back to full fitness, so he should be start training soon.
But what happened actually to him? I mean,
I think it's just a calf muscle or something like that.
Calf muscle. What, kept him out that long?
Well, you never know. Or it could be his attitude.
Oh, come on, don't start stirring rumours. So, if we get through that one unscathed, next it's Chelsea.
And we've got a whole week with no football before that game, so that'll be good.
But it's Chelsea at home.
Chelsea
Our home.
Yeah, no, John. Yeah. And I thought it was a 3 o'clock kickoff, and it's not. It's 12:30, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be on TV, innit? Come on.
I'm going to be in the air. I thought I would have been in Tenerife if the flights were on time to watch it.
Right. Well, can you not get a flight the day before?
I'm not all as rich as you know. Aquagas.
I'll just sit here and shed a tear for you. Not.
So, no, but listen, it is what it is. But very important game. That can pretty much put the title to the sword, can't it?
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't think anybody would come back. It's because if we can get what 13 points ahead of Chelsea.
I don't think Chelsea is our main rival. Liverpool are.
Why?
Usually, because they're better than Chelsea.
Wasn't today.
Debatable, but overall they're better.
Got more points than Liverpool.
I'm sorry?
They've got more. Doesn't matter, still more points, isn't it? Whether it's 1 or 100. Liverpool will be losing 3 players for the African Cup of Nations.
Yes, that's the good thing, because I hope that they can lose some more points. And
that's what I'm saying, Stan. That's what I'm saying. If I see this season Chelsea a bigger threat than Liverpool because of the African Cup of Nations, losing Salah, Mane, Keita.
Think about it this way, though. How many times has Mendy been there, man of the match?
Yeah, true for Chelsea.
Chelsea's. And they're losing him.
Doesn't matter, does it? Because I've already said we've got the opportunity to put them to the sword.
Yeah.
And I can see us doing that. One little moment. The last time I missed a City Chelsea match, I was actually in mid-flight to
Tenerife.
No, Benidorm. You just thought you were so smart then, didn't you? Hey?
It'll be somewhere in Spain.
No, but so, the good omen there is when De Bruyne, we beat them 1-0, De Bruyne special. So it's all good. So what are you up to for the rest of the week, guys?
Back to work Tuesday.
Yeah, back to work.
What day am I back in work?
And are you going to watch the African Cup of Nations? Or?
I'm not going to watch that. I'd rather watch Coronation Street or EastEnders.
How much will we miss Mahrez?
That's a good question, that. How much will you miss Mahrez, Anne-Marie?
I won't. I won't.
Why?
He's going to take penalties now.
Sterling.
No, come on. Credit where it's due. Come on. He's done all right this season.
He doesn't work hard enough for my liking. You watch him.
Your boss says that about you, though, but we like you.
That's true. But if you watch him come back, he literally walks and jogs back. He doesn't break his neck to get there to help his defenders out.
I disagree. I think he works pretty hard. John, sorry to disturb you. Mahrez, does he work hard enough?
Yes. He doesn't track back enough at times. And that leaves Cancelo exposed.
Oh, wait, Cancelo, what happened to him?
I know.
Burglary.
Fair play to him, I thought he did okay yesterday. There must have been a lot on his mind there. Wow. Wowzers. So, Stan, Mahrez, does he work hard enough?
He can work a little bit more, but in general, I'm pleased with him this season. Not with Sterling, though. Although Sterling started to play a little bit better, but I just hope he can improve his form because we're gonna need it. Kevin is not doing very well at the moment, I think, but I just hope that with 4 or 5 games more he can progress, and I expect more from Phil as well. Grealish, I think that he needs more play time for sure, because if he doesn't play, he cannot fit enough.
So Swindon's the ideal opportunity for him then?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Anybody got anything else before we...
Regarding Grealish,
this is going to be controversial.
he's had a lot of slating off the media recently, hasn't he? But to me, he looks frightened to death. He looks frightened of losing the ball. And he keeps playing too safe.
Do you think that's what Pep's telling him to do, or do you think that's what he started to do and that's why he's not featured? Because at the start of the season, I agree with you, John, by the way. At the start of the season, he was like, wow, taking anything on in sight, winning loads of free kicks, but he does seem scared to death.
Yeah. And that's because I think he's surrounded by such good players now that
he likes to hang on to the
anymore.
ball too long, and that's not our style of play. And I think that's what he needs to learn.
He's reminiscent for me of Sterling's first season. Then Pep came in and sorted Sterling out, to a fantastic player.
Yeah.
So Pep just needs time to work with him, I feel, but it will take time. But I think you'll see a different Grealish as well. It wouldn't surprise me if you saw him playing out on the right at some point as well.
Right, next subject before we go anywhere. Transfer window is open.
Why? Yeah. Why?
Do you think we'll get anybody?
No.
I don't think, but I would like.
Who would you like? Stamp?
Vlahovic.
Who?
Vlahovic from Fiorentina.
Ah, yeah. Why not Haaland?
I want him more, but I don't think he will come to us. I don't know why, but I just have this feeling.
I don't want Haaland.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want Haaland for one reason and one reason only.
Go on, John.
His agent.
It's not agent.
I'm having deja vu here.
No.
Yeah. And I'll say it again, I don't want him because of his agent. Because even if he comes 2 years down the line, his agent will be trying to get him to move again.
You're quite passionate about this, John, aren't you?
Yeah, because I remember it all the time with Yaya, and it really did me head in. The same agent.
What's it called? Deja vu, this one.
No, he's not called Deja Vu, is he?
No, it didn't ease. No. Roly-poly's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. I think we do need a different kind of front man.
Vlahovic is our man.
Yeah. If you have a look at his stats from Fiorentina, and I think he plays the Pep way, where I think Haaland plays on the counter. Haaland, I know it sounds horrible, this, but Haaland would fit in perfect with Liverpool.
What, horrible and arrogant?
They could be. But he plays on the counter.
I don't... Does he?
Yeah. Dortmund do.
Not on the grass.
Yeah. Go on, tumbleweed.
I think you can't take stats from another league and compare it to the Premier League. So Haaland would quite possibly be absolutely bobbins in the Premier League. It could be a revelation, you don't know. Because Bernardo Crowdy, he had decent stats in Serie A, didn't he? When he joined us. And what was the other one? Rolando Bianchi.
Rolando Bianchi. Yeah.
He had good stats in Serie A.
Yeah, but he wasn't that.
Wilfred Boney.
Oh dear Lord.
He had good stats, didn't he, in Wales?
If I was to take one striker from Italy to bring him to the Etihad, it'd be big heading.
Dzeko. But he couldn't
Too
cope.
old now.
And you know, our worst signing of strikers, it wasn't Boni, it was Joe.
Joe? He was.
I like Joe.
Joe was brilliant
Brilliant. Come on, I'm not serious.
for Everton. We've
Oh,
asked,
no. Lee bad bye.
do you know where he is now?
Where?
He's assistant manager at...
Swindon.
He's not.
Or where?
Where? Lee Bradbury.
Yeah. Oh, I'm good at these trivia, aren't I? Where I trip yous up.
Don't trip us up. You just know stuff that nobody else does.
I'm going to let you stew on that one, and after finish recording. Hey?
Oh, John Knots too.
So, anything else, guys? Before I let you go and get your supper. No. Thanks for joining us, Stan.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And go and get your COVID jabs, mate.
I won't, don't worry.
See you later, guys. Ta-da. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Have a nice evening.